Mami ko a rough fenenche. Hello. Afa.
How are you, Akua Sika?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. You good?
I'm very well.
I can clearly see. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
We don't. If I say today, you know, ready say you go bring out the Niger with this. I bet bring out come out to. You don't tell what they fire you.
You know, say we still there for the spirit of Christmas. There are lots of diasporans in the country, so the spirit of in and was up is still inside me.
The spirit of in and was up is still inside you. And yes, I'm kids when in and was up. Now say it go happen today. Welcome to the studio.
I just gotta take a little bit easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Welcome once again.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm in the end.
Now you don't enter. Now the female sister don't call back. Now so welcome.
Thank you.
May we vibe as you talk, and so we don't attend you yet.
Yeah, sure.
If we say, may you tell us how your 2022 be, summarize and give us how you go talk. How the 2022 last year be for you?
2022 was that year tested me in every way, mentally, financially, spiritually, romantically.
Oh wow.
Even in my job, 2022 was full of a lot of highs and lows. I achieved a lot in 2022.
Okay.
And I also learned more. I learned more in 2022. People let me down a lot. People betrayed me in 2022. Relationships failed. Friendships failed. But in all, 2022 was a great year.
That's so.
Yeah,
how we go do it? We thank God. we don't enter New Year. So how has the New Year been? So far so good. How you go to say be?
I still they look this New Year with one eye.
You still look out with one eye. You dey gauge her well.
They gauge the New Year so that mistakes shouldn't be repeated.
Now so
we should make sure we're learning from our mistakes.
Right.
And then we should make sure that we are curtailing the excesses so that we don't end up all, flooding in stuff that, Charlie, we shouldn't have even allowed it to flow in the first place. So,
not so.
The year is still very fresh. There are ideas, there's stuff happening, but we still they look at with one eye. Now so we start 2020 before we know they lock us up. So we are observing.
I don't understand what you talk so.
So we're observing. We're observing. I've learned not to plan too much. Yet again, be ready. So yes, that's how it is.
This one a motivation for 2023. Don't plan too much, but be ready.
Yeah.
When I write that down a punchline, thank you. Now, more will come down into your career, your job. All of us, we know, say you be comedian. At least that's what we know. And we know there are lots that go inside comedy, the things where they do. But may I ask you, what be your strategy? Where they memorize your lines? Where you they perform for platforms? How do you do it?
As students, that time we be in school, you won't go write exams, you go study, you go
chew
read,
and
you go chew. Now so,
not be small
now
work.
So we chew and we go chew the jokes. Make sure say everything marinates inside the brain.
Don't
so
be small
once
matter.
you enter stage like this, fire. That's so we did. So.
I see. So when they sit down, una will learn everything. You make sure say you don't enter the joke well before you go perform. That it means within a time frame like a month or two before you go get everything well enter body.
It depends on what you're preparing for. Like my show last year, for instance, it took me months of practice and writing, rewriting, cancelling, taking out, adding, because sometimes as you they prepare, maybe things they happen where you go on talk about them. When I was planning my show last year, there were things that happened in the course of the forthcoming months that I felt, this is good. Let me incorporate it into my whole set.
Concept,
and
okay.
Maybe I had to also take some things out. I had to look for where one particular story would fit so that it doesn't. You see, we try to synchronize. I try to synchronize what I'm telling my stories. So it takes a lot.
Wow. If you are a comedian, perform me and near the they prepare. It's you and poor me and son or Marco and Yasam Kitwa. And you know, say for this life, not everybody will love you. People, they will, no matter what you do, they will always try to find negative thing out. People go to comment anyhow for your post for Facebook. People go to write any. How do you handle or how do you deal with people who be like say they want to criticize you all the time?
First of all, then they give me joy normally. Yes, because before you go look person like me finish, then you decide to talk about the bad thing, and there's something really wrong with you.
Right.
Honestly, because I mean, look at me. Why would you not like me? You be winch. I don't understand. Like you don't like better things.
Wanna be witch.
Honestly, like all I do is make you laugh, try to ease your stress, and you're entitled not to like me, but you actually bring it to my face. Like, what do you want me to do? I should be unhappy because you are unhappy. Wow, it's your problem, my problem. No way, I can't do that.
That's right. Interesting.
I have sarcasm for every bad energy. I respond with sarcasm because that's my forte. That's my field. I thrive in it. So before you come at me with a sharp mouth, know that I do it for a living.
Right.
So don't even play yourself. I'll give it to you.
So
unless I choose to ignore.
You give it to them, or unless you choose to ignore. So let's talk about the criticisms. Have you ever performed a show? You don't do show finish where somebody can't criticize you harshly, say, this is what Jacinta do, so you know, do it. Have you ever experienced something like that?
So far, so good. By the special grace of God. No. And I pray it remains that way. Amen.
Amen. We give God the glory.
It's not a good thing, you know.
Let's see. Now, comedians, they check plenty aspects. Go feel joke enter politics, joke enter lifestyle, anywhere they carry joke enter. Is there any place or anything where you see say, as for that one there, go feel take joke for this life? You get any aspects like that?
I used to think that I would never joke about politics and religion. But right now, those are the biggest jokes. So it's all right.
Those are the biggest jokes.
Yeah.
As in religion and politics.
Of course.
Really?
Are you not entertained? Are you not? Come on.
Okay,
Let's be serious. I used to think like, you know what? I mean, when I started my career several years ago, I told myself, I said, you know what? Anything religion, anything politics, just stay away from it because you would be hurting a lot of people. Blah, 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 blah. But right now, dear.
That be the joke of the time.
They are the main entertainers. So who am I? Who am I?
Not to play with
Not to entertain the entertainers.
Now, my sister, be you true. So talking about entertaining the entertainers, how you they feel, put things together? How do you get your materials? How you they come up with your jokes? How you they do it?
I do a lot of observational comedy. I observe, sometimes to figment of my imagination. I try to combine everything together, and I write. I allow my mind to wander. Sometimes I get inspired by conversations. Everything inspires me to tell a story, honestly. So I'm not restricted to anything whatsoever. I could pick up a joke from the street, from anything and anybody, as long as it's not offensive. And these days, who determines what's offensive anyway?
Right. Offensive stuff are relative.
So I could pick up inspiration from basically anything whatsoever. That's the beauty of humor. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So it could be real, it could be fictional.
Yes, it could be real, it could be fictional. Sometimes I marry the two. I add my imagination to something real and I tell a story.
Fireworks happen.
And then sometimes when I'm telling the story, I'll tell you, oh, I'm not lying. You know it's a lie.
The moment you say you are not lying, that would be the big lie where they inside. Understood. Now, let's see. Sometimes you meet people. Like, may I coin enter this one? Like, you meet person who don't know you. Maybe somebody that doesn't know who Jacinta is. A nice young man will like you, and he ask you what you do for a living. Or you tell her, say you be a comedian. Like, how do you feel when people, like, for real comedian? Like there are people with different perceptions about the whole thing.
I beg Nadia, I love you that.
You know they make you feel uncomfortable.
I don't get time. I beg Nadia, I love you that.
Aside comedy, anything the way they do.
Yeah, I have some, things I do aside comedy, but because people know me for comedy, I like to keep it that way. Sometimes, you need to leave some mystery to yourself.
Right.
Everybody doesn't need to know your,
So the things you
everything.
do, you don't want to talk about that.
Maybe not now.
Okay.
Maybe not now. Eventually, I would. If I'm selling something, people will get to know I'm selling something. I'm even planning to start another business on the side before the end of this month. So definitely, they'll get to know. But the truth is, fame comes with a price. You can't always put all of your business outside like that. Maybe I'm sitting in some office somewhere collecting my 5 CDs every end of the month. And you just want to live that life without having to interrupt. I said maybe.
Maybe. You don't bring maybe sharp.
You don't want to interrupt it with the whole paparazzi and everything. So people know me for this, which is fine. Let's
keep it low key. I understand. So you see, most of the time they talk and say people where they make people laugh well. They don't get people they make them laugh. As you they make everybody happy, they totally us for body. Who makes you happy? Who makes you laugh?
Let me say I thank God for family and a few good friends around. It gets very lonely sometimes. That's the truth, because everybody expects that you're the
one that makes everybody
fellow,
laugh.
You're the happy-go-lucky one. You're the one who's without problems. But the truth is, sometimes you just really need to have a clear conversation on certain things, and people don't get that. People don't get it. Sometimes when people check on me randomly and Charlie was all like, I'm not okay, and they start laughing.
They don't even believe you're not okay.
They don't even believe. I'm like, what is this?
Are you superhuman?
Do you understand me? So people don't get that part. So like I said again, thank God for family. Sometimes you know that these are the people who understand you. Sometimes so family self doesn't even understand you because they feel like, oh, you're out there doing all these things. So there's nothing wrong with you. So we thank God for family, and the God factor is very important. That's the greatest source of joy for anybody. Because every other thing will leave you, but Nyame will never, ever. Ever present.
Ever.
So the God factor is very important. Whenever I'm down, whenever anything, I talk to my maker. I said, you didn't bring me here to leave me here. If you leave me here, they will laugh at you. They will call your name. Do something. So,
you want to carry me at that spirit. Like, go, yes, I they blow tongues right now.
So yeah, it's the God factor, and I'm grateful. Yeah,
we give God the glory.
Yeah.
I know, say you don't perform on plenty stages. You don't crack many jokes. But which one would you say this particular one was the most memorable, performance ever in your career?
My show.
Yeah. Your show.
Of course, it has to be my show. It has to be my maiden show. I did, I think, a little over an hour of, stand-up, and people had fun. People got their money's worth. In fact, they wanted more because they couldn't just get enough of what happened. So I'd say for now, before my show, it was my performance at the O2 in the UK. And then my show came and topped that one.
So carry yourself, go off, Jare.
So, yes, it has to be my show. Yes, very memorable because I dared to do something that has never been done in Ghana, and it was wonderful. And thank you to everybody who supported, including Global Media Live.
Now, so we receive a boza. Now, talking about your show, you mean the one night stand, right?
Yes, one night stand with Jacinta.
As we don't enter New Year, so one night stand. Everybody know, if anybody one night stand, we know what they happen. We don't expect now you don't carry belly after you do one night stand and finish. So this year, what team we expect? Should we expect more of 2 night stands?
I go born the Peking where I carry.
Okay, so we should look forward to
the belly that was carried last year shall be delivered.
Hallelujah. We look forward to it. We want to see fine baby. Talking about the career and the whole memorizing of lines and everything. Have you ever died on stage? You reach one moment, you like say, hey, the thing where you don't chew now, you want bring a come out, you don't forget your line. It don't happen to you before?
I think so. I think it's happened a couple of times, but that's the power of improvisation. You always find a way to improvise. Maybe play with the audience, pick on something, pick on someone, or even do something you didn't even plan to do. Yeah, it happens a lot. It happens a whole lot of times. So that's why you improvise.
But your job is difficult for you chew, finish, work that stage like this, you don't forget what you want to talk.
It's normal. Very, very normal. So you improvise. It's nice when you improvise.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That's so. That means you get sharp brain. Quick. You don't add, subtract,
Of
multiply.
course. You have to. You have to.
As we talk about your career, so I know say you be the best way to make people laugh. What is the funniest joke you've ever heard as a comedian?
98.9.
The funniest joke I've heard, not from me.
Not from you though.
There are plenty.
Make you such a breed one where you say this and make you laugh well.
Plenty.
If
I
okay,
can't
share with
even
us just
pick
one.
I can't pick one. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
But there's this particular incident that cracks me up every time. I don't know if you've seen that viral video of this female comedian who went on stage to say it was an audition. She said, "How are you all?" And they were like, "We are all right." And she was like, "No, you are all left." And nobody laughed.
The fact that nobody laughed, it made it funny to you.
It scattered my brain.
Woman be a black man.
Goodness. No, the fact that she said you're all left. And
that's a nice joke.
Nobody laughed.
But,
everybody was crying. And then she went like this. Like, are you all not gonna laugh? Would you people laugh?
They didn't get the joke.
Tell you. That cracks me up every time.
Interesting. May we move on from that one. You know,
Okay.
so sometimes in life, even in your career, sometimes there are moments you say, this one really embarrassed me. Well, have you ever experienced an embarrassing moment in your career?
My career, thankfully, no.
Nothing embarrassing on stage, like something happen when you do on stage, they perform. Something embarrassing.
What at all will happen to me on stage that I will not even joke with it? I've tripped on stage before. I wore a pair of heels. And I was walking gallantly. And then my shoe just did click.
You fall for ground.
No, I didn't fall. It was just tripped.
Okay, you tripped.
I removed their shoes and performed bare feet for the rest of my set.
Nah, so.
Like, you can't embarrass your mommy. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? You can't embarrass your mommy. Not at all.
No.
Woman.
Embarrassing, no. I think that's the beauty of the profession. We know how to turn very bad moments into, fun times. Yes, it might be painful, it might hurt, but in the end, you just realize that you can't go and be sulking in public. Okay, I tripped and then what happened?
You have to make it a win-win situation for you.
Exactly. Okay. And even this December at Foster Show, I was performing on stage when I think they mistakenly left the mic at the backstage on. So everything that was being said there
was coming. Oh, Lord. Oh, everybody was hearing what you were saying backstage.
It wasn't me. I was on stage.
So what they were talking about
was
backstage?
Crashing with what I was saying, and it was interrupting me.
Oh, Lord.
So I had to make jest of them and laugh at them.
You see, those of us that we work with microphone, if you don't take that one little mistake, you don't blow your horn right now. I remember one time I was talking on air like this. At least I don't off my microphone. And they play with my DJ. Now I just use one harsh word like that. But I look my phone. Hey, the microphone there. Wahala don't call me that. We all take a laugh.
Wow.
We take a laugh. Now, so that's the beauty of the job. You see, sometimes, let me take you way back to school times. Sometimes your career, your talent, it builds up from.
You can ask questions.
If I don't catch you today, man, if I don't ask you today, when I go ask you again?
Okay.
The time when we did school, me say, "Nah, sabi talk well." So if my classmate sees I'm a presenter now, and because she used to talk a lot.
Yeah.
Way back in school, were you, the classroom joker? Did you used to crack jokes for everybody to laugh?
I think secondary school, I was more of an outspoken person than a joker.
Okay.
I used to talk a lot. Like, I would express myself. I would correct the teacher.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I was that girl.
That's smart.
I was like, excuse me, ma, excuse me. So I think you didn't place it.
I think you left an apostrophe.
And then the teacher will look. Now, the teacher is embarrassed because obviously I've made a valid point, but he can't just take it like that. Just sit down, Jacinta, sit down. Yeah, I was that girl. I would say it as it were. But not really funny, but very outspoken. So I always saw myself more in corporate communication.
Wow.
Rather than entertainment. So it was in university that, before university, after secondary school, I was the house clown. My comedy was in the house. So
They started from home.
it started, and then, Charlie, university, after my mom encouraged me, Charlie, you can't do this thing.
Oh, your
And
mom
all of
actually
that.
encouraged you to do
Yeah.
it. Wow.
So,
High five to mommy. I wish every mommy be like that.
yeah. And then, that was it. University was where and because I did university in Ghana, when I left Nigeria for Ghana, the comedy scene here was not very vibrant. It wasn't as hot as the Nigerian comedy scene. Then I realized that even in Ghana, it was Nigerian comedy that was dominating. And I didn't understand why. Because Nigerians will not sit down for another country's comedy to come and dominate
In their country.
comedy scene. So it was all very strange to me. I was trying to find my bearings, trying to connect with, comedians here. If there were comedy clubs, I made my inquiries, and I met David Oscar. Then I met the other guys. Then I started going to the comedy club.
Wow.
Started performing, started getting on shows, started getting interviews. Now I saw the thing start. And I was in school, so all through uni, I was doing shows, doing interviews. So yeah, it wasn't it wasn't strange to those in uni. Secondary school, she was always very outspoken, but comedy,
It wasn't part of the whole thing.
yeah, she was really outspoken, like this girl.
She will put you on your toes right now.
She will. But comedy, really?
It wasn't part of the picture.
No. Like if they saw me as maybe member of parliament, they'll know that, this one.
Now, madam, be this.
Yeah. But comedy, wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Here we are today.
Here we are.
My mommy will tell you that at the time when she go school, she said she wanted to be a pilot. Here we are today.
She's flying.
That's right. Okay, so now let's get back on track. You mentioned that you wanted to do corporate communication. Do you still have plans of, venturing into it?
I'm a certified communicator. If I want to, I will. If I want to, I will. It's just a matter of time.
Okay.
Yes. There are so many things you want to do with yourself, as long as life endureth. But you need to take everything
A step
poco
at a
a
time.
poco.
That's so. And okay, so I see you talk about Nigeria comedy, Ghana comedy, but anybody that sees you right now will say, this one a Nigerian person, she get Nigerian accent and everything. Do you identify yourself as a Nigerian more than a Ghanaian, or
I'm Ghanaian.
you're Nigerian? Half Ghana, half Nigerian.
Oh, I have to claim both.
How now?
I have to claim both because it's a privilege. It's a privilege. I know a lot of Nigerians who want to be Ghanaian so much. And I know Ghanaians who wish they had some Nigerian in them.
blood in them.
That's the fact. So, I'll claim both any day, anytime. If you know like now your house problem.
Now
be
yo
that.
wala.
I'll claim both all day, every day.
Now so you be sharp woman. May we move to the next question about your job. What is the best thing about your job and the worst thing about your job? Let's start with the bad one. What's the worst thing about being a comedian?
The worst thing about being a comedian is that the blessing in it is also the curse. Yeah.
How?
it gives you freedom. But freedom comes with a price. Yeah.
Break it down.
You're free. You're free to express yourself, right? You're a comedian. So you could say stuff in the context of, na joke. Na joke, the joke. You're free. You're actually free. You enjoy a lot of things. It gets you. I could be flying. I've bought my normal economy, and I mean, someone has recognized me, cabin crew or something. Oh, Charlie, you get some nice upgrade.
Oh, wow.
Like, it comes with a lot of things. But
Benefits.
then again, there are people who do not look beyond all of that to see you for the human that you are first before the star. So the freedom comes with a price. Sometimes there are so many things you want to do. Like, person vex me like this, I can't vent.
Ow.
I can't display.
They say you be a public figure.
Yeah, you know.
Ow. So they carry body
You for just put it together because
even if you vex,
you scatter everywhere now.
you go the trend up and down.
You see that thing?
I understand you.
So you are buying your kelewele now. You say, So, but I'm happy with the way I've managed to live my life over the years. Because I'm human first. I tell people, I'm human first before all of this. So people should not come and stress my life.
Now, so as a comedian, I know say you don't perform for plenty countries. Comedy, they make you travel. They carry you from Ghana, go Nigeria, go other places. Which of these countries you go say the crowds a bit cheer people where?
I can't say. Yeah, because comedy lovers, once you come for a comedy show, you're coming because you want to enjoy the show.
Right.
And the feeling is always different because once you're not home, you would usually expect that, Charlie, these people don't know me. They don't really hear of me like that. So would they even like me? Would they even relate? But then again, you end up getting on stage and the energy.
They give you energy.
And then you're like, oh my God.
You didn't expect it.
You understand? So I think that the energy is always good when you're with comedy lovers. The energy is always good, whether home, in Nigeria, South Africa, the UK. The energy is always good.
You know, if it's small person at all. See where they carry me enter South Africa, Nigeria, UK. We thank God for life. So sometimes we believe, say, somebody na comedian. You know, I know people who are comedians, but in real life, they don't crack jokes. They are so serious. They be like robots. I will ask you, as they make everybody they laugh for, on stage, in real life, are you funny? Do you crack jokes, or you're a serious person altogether?
It depends on my relationship with you. I mean, you don't see me, meet me for the first time and expect that I'll just be
all of you cracking jokes here and there.
On. Sometimes you just need to, like I said, I'm human first before all of this. And people meet me in person, and sometimes I hear comments like, hey, you are gentle like that. Sister,
what do you expect?
Did I take anything from you? I don't understand. Somebody said something when I was telling another person, don't mind her, don't mind the way she's sitting down there like that. Hey, if she starts talking here, I'm like, good gracious. What is it? Can I leave?
So you are all fall back in the first.
When I'm with my clique, when I'm with my friends, people I'm comfortable. I'm come on, why not? The flow is there, but not everybody. Even some people don't even know who I am. So you can't just go somewhere. You're all over the place, because you're a comedian.
Jacinta.
Yeah, because you're a comedian. So what? So what should we do? Go and sit down.
Go and sit down, my friend. Go and sit down, Joe. Let's talk about the industry. Is there unity? Abi wahala dey, as wahala dey. Let's say, for instance, in the music industry, beef go just happen. You never prepare. People they throw stones up and down. Unity there for the comical industry.
Even inside church, beef day. How much more? How much more a bunch of clowns, please? Please spare me. In the house of God, there is beef. There are people who won't pass here. Usher will not pass that choristers. How much more? A bunch of... Come on now.
So there is beef in the...
There should be.
Is there beef?
There should be beef.
I want to understand.
If there's no beef right now, I can start it.
So beef, they no be say
No beef, suppose they.
interesting. But then we thought, a group of happy people, as una jam like this, that to crack jokes up and down. So beef, then una miss.
Oh, there should be beef.
There should be.
There should be beef. I'm trying to let you understand that if you think that there is
no
beef,
beef.
you might be right. And if you also think there is beef, you are also right.
Look at this person. She's touching, she is maneuvering over the question what they ask her. She not going to tell me, say beef, there be beef, they.
But all I'm saying is, in the house of God, there is beef.
Talk
How much more? Like, come on.
Understood. It means beef day. She don't talk and finish. Beef day.
Well. Let me drink water.
Drink water, Jared. Drink water, my sister. Hydrate. So let's see something. Do you think the tourism ministry go fit use local comedians in Ghana? They push this year return. This year
who are the local comedians? Because I'm an international comedian.
Point of correction. Point of correction. Thank you. Do you think the tourism ministry they should use the comedians we have in Ghana? Local international comedians. You don't put me 10 toes on my feet. To drive the year of return agenda. Because we have plenty international comedians coming into the country. We've seen Steve Harvey. Today, what is the name of
Dave
this guy?
Chappelle.
Thank you, Dave Chappelle. He's currently, I don't know whether I don't go, he's here. Do you think they should use our assets to push those people, make the call, enter the country, cause do things come for us?
First of all, let me ask you, what do you think they can do?
Madam, you don't call my show. You know, if you ask me question now, me go ask you the question for my
because
show.
when you say they can use us to push certain agendas, I want to believe they know that there are comedians in Ghana. They know that the comedians in Ghana exist and they're working. They're not just there as decoration or as unemployed people who decided to crack jokes. I'm sure they know.
Punchline.
They're aware that these comedians work hard year to year to ensure that in their own little capacity and resources, they make Ghanaians happy. They know that the comedians are there. So when they're inviting these people, what measures do they put in place to ensure that there is a synergy between the diasporan comedian and the home-based comedians? Are they doing anything about it? Because you can't tell me they don't know. They know. We sell out the National Theatre like every year. Different comedians sell out the National Theatre. Comedians are being invited to end-of-year parties, to birthday parties, to weddings, and they are constantly killing it. So they know that the comedians exist. That's why I asked you, what do you think they can do? Maybe if you tell them that this is what they should be doing. Because today at the meeting with Dave Chappelle, I realized that the meeting wasn't even something that was paid for, but there were people who were selling tickets.
Wow.
Exactly. How do you explain that?
Interesting.
How do you explain that? So, I think that we have been busy working on our own. Today, I don't think anybody or any organization invited comedians to come and have a tete-a-tete with Dave Chappelle. But we went. Wow. So we're busy working on our own. So if you want any government to do something, I think you should tell them.
You have the microphone. Tell them. They are listening to you.
Tell them. We've been screaming it. We've been talking. So right now, I just want to keep working so that the work will do the talk. Because it's like if you keep talking, you just be wasting your breath because they'll do what they want to do. So right now we're focusing on the work. Can't you see all the comedians? We are busy. We are busy. If you call us, we will go show. We'll scatter the place. Do you understand?
So with what you're saying, you want to say they are not doing enough.
Well, like I said, with this meeting, for instance, no comedian, to the best of my knowledge, was informed or invited. And even when I met Blackson at the, what's it called?
Michael
at the
Blackson.
event this evening. And he was like, yeah, I remember you, because he did an endorsement for my show. And then he was saying that he didn't even know we had as much comedians like this. I'm like,
For real?
are you sure, bros?
Oh.
Are you really sure? So now I don't know who to believe. No, honestly, because I feel like, I mean, they too, the diasporan comedians, when they come, they should also try to reach out to the grassroots. If I travel to Nigeria, I look for people to take me to the comedy clubs. I want to go there. Recently, a Nigerian comedian was in Ghana. He reached out to me. I've not sat down to talk with him before, but we've performed together at Basket Mouth Lounge in Lagos.
Okay.
So that's how come he even like figured me out on Instagram and stuff. When he reached, I said, Charlie, I'm in Ghana. I want to check out your comedy club.
Wow.
I want to, see if I can get some 5 minutes to perform or something. I said, okay.
Wow.
So I directed him to the nearest show. The show that was happening like 2 days after he got into town. I wasn't on the show. I wasn't billed to perform. I just called the producer. My guy, there's somebody from Lagos who wants to check out the comedy club. Charlie, if it's possible, give him some 5 minutes. Let him do his thing. He went and it happened. Wow. Do you understand?
So you believe they should also mingle?
Exactly. If they are not mingling, we are also like trying our best to connect with them, because Charlie, we understand the protocol and everything that's involved in even bringing them to Ghana in the first place. Right. But that's why I'm saying that even the people bringing them, they know that we comedians,
you exist.
They know.
So the store where you want through, not store where they knock two people. One.
Goliath.
Okay.
Kill Goliath.
Interesting one there. May we move, come on for comedy, come down a bit. I've seen your movie, Ghana Jollof. I will ask you, do you have plans of, venturing into acting? As you don't do one, so may we expect more from you?
I've acted a lot. I've done Ghana Jollof. I've done The Osays. Season 2 is showing this year on Aquaba.
I'm yet to see
on
that
Showmax and Aquaba. What's it called? Magic.
Aquaba Magic.
Yes. And I've done a movie. Those are series, right? I've done movies, couple of movies, and I'll do more acting.
So we should expect to see you on our screens.
Oh yes. I'll do more. And I intend to move from just doing sitcoms and comedy stories. I'll do drama too. So you people see that I can be serious with my life.
Jacinta to the hurry, I say. Nice one there. Before I go leave you, may you go today. Don't talk as I be ask questions. May I slow down, give my
you didn't tell me your presenter is like this. So sounds like they drink water.
May I slow down, give you. Before I leave you, may you go. You sabi speak. I don't watch your video when they speak.
Maybe to me I can.
Bubemi and say what you see ani uncle.
Debbie, onim say me tree. Me speaking sisia.
This one I tree bro for you later. Speaker. Give us I don't minimize that. Give us two adages in tree mogo. 2 proverbs in tree, just 2.
2 proverbs
in tree mogo.
1 proverb number 1.
Number 1.
Akuko
gini. Akuko do wetin? Continue.
Unim. Sa proverb no.
Kachira me.
Osi. Akuko.
Ko.
Kukuruku.
Kaish. Ko. Akuko.
Yebe di broya.
This one are your own proverb, abi. Which proverb is that one? Akuko kuruku, yebe di bronya.
Yeah.
Okay, yebe fane sa.
What tibida?
O de waka, yebe fane sa. So so ye penyin for ne bube. So ye penyin we bu there. Number 2.
You still want number 2? You are not afraid of anything.
You don't do one. You remember last one.
Hey, after this one,
last one.
You want second one?
Give us second one. Shame the devil. Shame the devil. Number 2. Number 2.
Sikampe didi.
Kai. Mona clap for Jacinta. You don't try. One, if you never say ben ye word we be kan ho. Akoko kukuruku. Ye bedi bronya.
Yeah.
Number 1, number 2.
Yes, Sikampe
didi. Thank you so much for gracing the show. It's been interesting. It's been fun. We want more go phone lines. More will talk to your loved ones, your fans, people will love you well. She said, now we are done to do the show together. So, ladies and gentlemen, in small time, you go feel call me. You talk to your fine baby girl. Hi, baby with sharp teeth. Oh, yeah, more una call, more na phone talk. Sabre ya frame. It was 0553 971 064 0553 971 064. Up close with Jacinta. Your first caller of the day. Hello? Hello? Good evening. What time? Hello? Oh, when to me and you know so wusubi to me abasubi 0553 971 064 0553 971 064. And now we'll be to me fresh show so I will see a chinam and MFM say, hey. The whole body of me dinner when your baby your first me see a chinam was who see a chinam your tuntum and then I am fair. Yending come what there was 0553 971 064 0553 971 064. Next year I want me your Maybach, but this year you can catch me. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Bibi aboko.
Bibi aboko na muso.
Nyame adom ye ho ye pampa choma ne so kakra ma ye wan. Ma ne so kakra ma me. Wudi ne se na free hin. Ah. And then network what's going on? Yen for. Hello?
Hello?
Majo.
Yeah.
Katachi bibi aboko anwumre yi.
Bibi aboko.
Na nyame ase. Ye nyina ye ho ye. Wudi ne se na wo free me free hin.
The same Elijah and Kasasi Atiko.
Yo, what can I say Atiko? Elijah. Me pa cho Jacinta eti wa 7 and ne opese wo ka kire no otio.
Me the person me can tell say ombo no na onko so ne ma pa na wo ye no. Na onko so ba ma fo no nji sa. Na enu na insurance aba.
Ow, bye.
Thank you very much, Matsi.
Mama, na ye, why emotional?
Oh my God.
Usubi mi abasubi Jacinta waha otie mu sempani nyina 0553 971 064. Eto de bia na lines na aye something which is the enwe yes I next was aden. Me pa cho munye mu na omutimi emra so kama. Yen for. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Me pa cho good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Na mo to say.
Nyame adom ene wo mpa ebonti ye ho ye pa. Na wo so e.
Yes. Nyame adom ni ho ye pa.
Ye de nyame ase. Me pa cho di ni ba bia wo free me free.
Because so me the friend, me the friend Shaman.
Ashama to the whole yes. Jacinta si munyi mutu. Yes yo.
Catcher say me nyame share pa in fact, e ya se de ade ba ko TPM pa na ye ni ji. Nti onko so ano ma ye ni ji sa na nyame su be sra no.
Thank you very much.
Amen. Fred, what you do? No. Was that dear Bakwa? Nipa energy we are sepa energy sem no cross we nyam so mfiri ho energy na eba kama wo so betimi afra ba so bi Jacinta wo ha wo tie wo nsem bia beka bia wo bete wo ba be kan ni tinwe na mo mra Facebook me mo kasa say 0553 971 064 and your wo friend so now to yen wo Facebook our happy 98.9 FM 0553 971 064 Facebook comments ni bia papa Kobi Kelly Nana answer e be Kobi so yen kwa homa no so hello good evening.
Gracious evening, Queen Mother. What's up?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Seriously, I really have to confess today. You are looking awesome.
Ooh, we are two here. Please specify. Is it Jacinta or me?
I mean, you the one talking with that gorgeous hairstyle.
Aye. Aye, Major Miss Samba. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank
And
you so
please
much.
tell the adorable lady sitting there that she's my big time crush, okay?
Hey, you people will be crashing.
I go by the name Kwame Tozu inside Kasua.
Okay, Kwame, thank you so much. You should be
And
bringing the
also,
crash.
I really want to say this. Thank you so much for the good job and also the kind of inspirations you've been giving to us. You're really doing well.
Thank
And I
you.
pray that the good Lord will grant you all your heart desires and also sanctify
Amen.
you with his blood, purify you, and honor your
Amen.
footsteps.
Amen. Thank you so much, Kwame
This one came with the blood.
And yes, some kid
Like this one, if you touch me, dear, fire will
blood
burn
go
you.
enter your eye. He
Hey, when
complimented
I have
me.
fans praying for me with blood.
You are happy.
And someone sit down somewhere, you don't like me.
You see,
Hey, when fans are praying with blood,
sprinkling blood up and down.
which artist in Ghana has their fan prayed with blood to sanctify?
Hello? Hello, good evening.
Yeah, evening.
Yeah,
Everything fine, Charlie.
Boss, would you baby? I'm free.
Oh, Charlie, your family not Kwame. Make us a free breed.
Every
Yeah.
baba be 3 days be every. Na ya be experiencing weather no.
Oh, not so.
Kasa try ya be man na Jacinta you.
Oh, Jacinta, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
So far, so good. Charlie, you do a wow.
Thank you.
Keep it up, man. But you're looking so fly, Charlie.
Aish. Thank
So
you.
fly.
Fly like a butterfly.
Thank you very much.
All right, Charlie.
Thank
Keep
you
it
for the
up.
compliment.
Keep it up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kwame, God bless you. You're far for. People are crushing on you up and down.
Serious?
They are crushing on you.
They should bring the crash personal. Let me feel it.
Oh.
You know.
Oh.
Not only on messages and phone calls. Oh, she's my crush. She's my crush. Oh my God.
I want to go see my crush.
Yeah, she bring it on. Bring it.
Hello? Hello, good evening. Hello? Eba chwate menka wo dem wo. Yeah, for before free. Maybe I finish in the bottom now. 0553 971 064 0553 971 064. Usubetimi Abasubi. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's up?
We good. What's up with you two?
Oh, nothing much. Just chilling.
Chill for us. It's necessary. Your name and where you're calling us from?
About the pa from Kaswa.
You are Adepa from Kaswa.
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Sounding so calm.
Me pacho man so kakra why we voice idi anhwe na wo be wie na amafo afoli say tam. Jacinta is listening to you.
Okay, sweetheart, what's up?
Hey, I'm fine. How
Sweetheart
are you?
have him. As I'm not critical.
Oh my goodness.
Your
How
sweetheart
are
is
you,
listening.
Pam?
Person called saying that you are his crush,
Mhm.
and I'm jealous here big time.
Hey, this is a crush of the crushes. The crushes have crashed.
He's jealous of Jacinta.
Please don't be jealous. You need to work hard to solidify your position.
Thank you.
Please love to stay.
Oh, you see the other crush that called no. What the name is from? It was see and they cast and twitchy. Me we agina ye pegu bedu e bi fro na ka wasem ye. Hello.
I said, true love chapter 4 verse 7 says, I am not going to give up on your love.
Kai. This one a proposal. It don't pass crush. Jacinta is shocked. Oh. She didn't expect it. Continue
Okay,
working
so
hard.
there, I want to know when next is your program so I can come over.
Okay, so the next show we should be looking at towards Valentine. There are events coming up in that season. So, I mean, we're done with the whole festivities, with the whole Christmas and New Year. I mean, you would have had more than enough shows to attend that I was on. But let's look at Valentine. So just keep updating yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I have a surprise for the both of you.
Hey. Oh, I love surprises. Go on. Give us a
planning
clue.
of customizing some caddies, something nice.
Oh wow. Oh. We both get free caddies. Oh.
Okay.
Please
okay.
move him up the
Okay,
ladder.
okay.
This crush is
He's,
bringing
he's,
caddy.
it's like,
He's working hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a determined young man. We love to see it.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
when I'm done with everything, I'll just call up and then send it through.
We look forward to it. Thank you. What's your one when this wa masa asanti go to enya now. What's your boy we? Thank you. Yeah, for God bless you.
Thank
God
you so
bless
much,
you.
Adepa. Thank you.
At the party, Jacinta also can't be na me one more crash. If your voice had the mad pay.
But that's my voice.
Yeah, come and enjoy the wonderful voice. 0553 971 064 0553 971 064. Yeah, for last caller. Not yeah, sorry, so producer say yeah for last caller.
No female has called.
He shocked me. He shocked the females.
Wow.
0553 971 064. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Finally. Good evening.
Good evening.
Our beautiful first female. Paper Chodin the same. Now for you free.
I love that comedy.
Oh, thank you.
I want to be a friend.
Oh, friend.
I'm Cleb, calling from the sound.
How is it sound this evening?
The sound is fine.
Okay.
I want to be your friend, so how are we going to make it?
So it's direct.
No.
Straight send
to the
application. Send. I mean, I think I'm very open to everyone. So we are friends already.
That's all.
Oh,
That's all. You can
I love
even
you
send
so
her a
much.
message on her
Thank
DM.
you. Thank you very much.
okay. Good night.
Good night. Oh.
Jacinta. The males are crashing.
She was so emotional. I love you. Women, hardly tell women they love them.
So this is
but
genuine.
Wherever she is, I love you too.
And so,
Charlie.
You interview for BBM. Medasa said with you, show you. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us. Yeah, that's your one sempe pima. Till 10 p.m. is you and I, baby. Jacinta, your last words to the fans, to those crashing, to those laughing, and to those who want to get close, be friends with you. What would you tell them?
Last words, like I'm coming to die or something.
Your last words on the show.
So, I just want to tell people, like I always say, thank you for supporting me, for riding with me. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Those who have followed my works over the years know that I didn't just wake up one day and decide to do jokes. I've been doing this for as long as everybody who's been following my work can remember. So this is just me saying thank you for loving me, for appreciating me, for supporting me, for always making sure that whenever I'm doing something, you come out to show me love. I will never take it for granted. And 2023, on God, will do bigger and greater things. Thank you so much.
This woman sabi speak English well. People who sabi speak English, they go collect all your money now. Jacinta, has been fun with you.
Thank you so much.
I really hope we
Thank
get to
you.
meet more often.
I'm sure we will.
The same way you do chew and pour. Memorize some proverbs so that the next time you
I
come.
gave you 2 solid proverbs, my dear.
Akukwo kokroko, yebedi bronya.
Bronya.
Sikam pedede.
That's it. Can let the TikTokers get that sound? I'm finished.
We shall meet again. Thank you very, very, very
Thank you,
much.
Jessica. Thank you for having me.